everyone. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're enjoying your quality family time at home and you're healthy and safe and happy. We have a special Passover story for you today. It's called Sammy Spider's First Passover. It's a book of shapes. Sammy Spider was fast asleep in his web high up on the Shapiro's living room ceiling. As the warm spring sun shone through an open window, Sammy snuggled deeper into his cozy web. A sudden swishing noise startled him awake. "Mother," he screamed, "a monster has broken our web." Sammy scurried across the ceiling and hid in a corner. Mrs. Spider hurried to comfort him. "Don't worry, Sammy. That monster is called a broom, and Mr. Shapiro is using it to dust the ceiling." Each spring, the Shapiros give their house a special cleaning to prepare for Passover. Springtime is a perfect time for us to make a new web. "I don't know how to make a web," Sammy said sadly. "I'm going to teach you," said his mother, giving him a big hug. "Will we celebrate Passover too?" asked Sammy. "Silly little Sammy," laughed Mrs. Spider. "Spiders don't celebrate Passover. Spiders spin webs. We begin by spinning one thread. Then we spin a second and a third. Finally, we spin a fourth to make a square." But Sammy wasn't listening. "What is Mr. Shapiro putting on the table?" he asked. "That's called matzah," Mrs. Spider replied. "Tonight is the first night of Passover, and the Shapiros will have a special meal called a Seder." Then Mrs. Shapiro brought in a big platter with a roasted egg and bone, parsley, charoset, and bitter herbs. "That's called a Seder plate," Mrs. Spider explained. "The Shapiros will eat special foods at their Seder." "Do spiders eat special foods for Passover?" asked Sammy. "Silly little Sammy," answered his mother. "Spiders don't celebrate Passover. Spiders eat flies and other insects. To catch them, we spin a web, and I need your help. Watch me attach a circle to the inside of our web." But Sammy wasn't listening. He was hovering on a silky strand above the table, watching the Shapiros at the Seder. Crunch went the matzah as Mr. Shapiro broke it in half. Sammy watched him wrap one of the broken pieces in a bright red napkin. When Josh wasn't looking, Mr. Shapiro hid it on the top of the bookcase. Sammy climbed back up to the ceiling. "Mother," he asked, "why did Mr. Shapiro hide the matzah?" "It's called the afikomen," Mrs. Spider answered. "After the meal, Josh will try to find it. If he does, he gets a prize." "What fun," Sammy said. "Can I play too?" "Silly little Sammy," said his mother. "Spiders don't celebrate Passover. Spiders spin webs. And I really need your help to spin a triangle inside the circle." But Sammy wasn't listening. He looked longingly at the hidden afikomen. "All right," sighed Mrs. Spider. "You may watch the Seder for a while." Sammy quickly crossed the ceiling and stopped right above the bookshelf as Josh finished reciting the four questions. He listened as the family sang Passover songs and took turns reading the story of Moses, who led the Jews to freedom. The Shapiros began their Seder meal. Sammy had never seen so much food. At last, it was time to search for the afikomen. Sammy wished he could help, but he remembered his mother's words. Spiders don't celebrate Passover. Swinging from a strand of webbing, he watched as Josh searched every corner of the room. When Josh neared the bookshelf, Sammy got excited. Something shiny caught Josh's eye. It was an amazing little web with a beautiful Jewish star inside. Wow, breathed Josh. As he went closer to look, he spotted the afikoman just below the glistening web. Wow, I found it, he squealed. Sammy glowed with pride. I did it, Mother. I helped Josh find the afikoman. And you also spun a beautiful web, Mrs. Spider answered. You used all the shapes I taught you. In his excitement, Sammy didn't even know that he had spun a web. As he looked back at the bookshelf, he beamed. It was easy, Mother. You made a square, a circle. You make a square, a circle, and a triangle. Then you pass over with another triangle. That's how spiders celebrate Passover. The end.